everybody, and welcome back to the series of the videos. I'm doing 10 videos in a row, and today is the 8th day. As you can see on the screen, I have a very special guest. His name is Dave Wong, and he's joining us all the way from Singapore. I'm in Canada, he's in Singapore, and we will be talking about goals today. I think it's very important when we have an online business to know what to do. Do we need to set goals or not? So for those that don't know me, my name is Andrea. I run an online business with my husband, whose name is Zvonko, whereas the name comes from A and Z. And as I mentioned before, we run these series of the videos just to sort of give you a better feel as to what an online business looks like, different aspects of it, etc. And I'm a mom of 4 kids. I am a nurse by education. I work in insurance, and my husband is a millwright. So, Dave, I want to welcome you. Thank you for taking time out of your day.
I'm very honored to be here to sharing my knowledge to more people so they can benefit everyone here.
Yes, thank you so much. And if I understand well, where you are in Singapore, it's 9 p.m.
Yeah, correct. It's
I
9
just
p.m.
woke
now.
up. It's 9 a.m. here.
Couple hours more gonna sleep.
Yes. And Dave, maybe, just for the viewers, before we start talking about the topic of today, maybe just tell us a little bit about you so that the viewers know who you are, and then we'll go on.
Yeah, I'm also a digital business owner. I am a father of a kid. My kid is around 9 years old. So
Wow.
for past 20 years, I was IT engineer. Okay, so
Oh, wow.
but within these 20 years, I have tried a lot of things. I've tried from MLM, I tried from freelance photographer, freelance motivational trainer.
Wow.
I also done the internet marketing of decades ago, the old style one. Okay, so
Wow.
I tried a lot of things, but
You
most
have,
of them doesn't work well. That's why I keep looking until I found this digital business.
wow. Would
And
there be maybe one thing you would say? What is it that you felt that doesn't work in the other ones and works in this one? I'm curious now.
okay, so starting a business is very difficult. Why is that difficult? Is because for the past 20 years, maybe you went for some gurus courses, pay 3,000, 4,000. What's next after the class? You have to use your knowledge to do a trial and error, practice, whatever thing. So if you hit with a wall or challenges, can you go back to the guru and ask, hey, why is this so? You can't
Probably
find
not.
him. You know his phone
Wow.
number.
That's such a
You
good
email
point.
him, is customer service replying to you. So if you want the actual going reply to you, maybe you promote his mentorship program to you. So another fee to pay. So that's why a lot of people cannot succeed in business, be it traditional like cafe, restaurant. Is there a successful people to train you or guide you along the way? No, you have to try and error along the way. So that's why it's
Wow.
very difficult to succeed.
And there is
And
even more weight in what you're saying because you experienced this. You're talking out of your own experience.
yeah,
And you have an
correct.
IT background.
Yes,
You're really like, this is just something, it's something I just threw in there because, like, I think it's a very good point and it's very interesting to actually give a testimony from your own experience. Those are
correct.
facts to you, they're not something you learned. Those are
Yeah,
your facts because they're your experiences, right?
definitely. So the best thing about this business, you don't need to worry about no one guide you, no one teach you. Training provide to you, mentors provide to you. What can you ask for? Even I don't have IT knowledge, I also can slowly succeed. Okay, so how fast you can succeed depend on your effort lah. So it's not
Exactly.
like you can succeed within 1 month, 2 months. No, this is not a get rich quick scheme. You need
No.
to take time to build your business up, learn the trade, master the trade before you can succeed.
Exactly. And even determine and find out. I think it's a lot of self-discovery as well, where you discover, because you're coming into an online business, we all have our own set of skills, which are very important. But there's a set of skills, because I discussed the skills yesterday. There are a set of skills that we don't have, but everybody has a different set of skills they come in. Everybody has a different toolbox. And I think what's amazing with this business is that we come and we discover who we are, what we have in our toolbox, and we can develop what's missing, and everybody has a different thing missing. Somebody's is really small, somebody's is really big, somebody's takes more time depending what category it falls into, right?
Correct. Well said.
And when we don't know something, we can go back and ask. We have whom to ask. We have who's going to, there's no one particular person that's going to respond to us 24/7, but we are so many that run this business concept, this business plan, and we have a variety of people in there with a variety of experiences. Somebody's always going to respond to you.
Correct.
And just to tell my viewers, to say it here live, you're the one that's inspiring me to run my own YouTube channel.
I'm very
I saw
honored
what you did, and I thought, you know what, you gave me an idea, and I said, okay, I'm going to do it my own way. But it was your channel that I looked at, and I wanted to see what is it that you do, and I really liked it. So what I did is I took the idea and I made it my own.
Great.
And this is where the growth happens.
Yes, correct.
Right?
And inspiring people is one of my dreams.
Yeah, me too. I love doing that. It makes us feel so good, right? So since we said we will talk about goals, now with everything we've said so far, how would you, because I had to pick one topic in particular, and I saw you talk about setting goals before, and I really wanted to discuss this with you. How would you bring that into what we just said so far, setting goals?
I know setting goals is overused term. I believe everyone have heard of these setting goals. Go for motivational course. The trainer will ask, set goals, set goals, set goals.
Yeah,
so
I know.
For the past 20 years, since the first day I went into MLM, it asked me to set goals until now. So why I still did not succeed is because I lack of these 7 arrows. Okay. I share of 7 arrow secrets in earlier start of this year to help people to set goals. So I briefly tell you what's these 7 arrows. So before you set any goals, you need to know your why.
Correct.
You don't set for the set of because your mentor asks you to set, you just set. Your friend asks you to set, you just set. This is not what you want. Just set because of other people ask you to set. So you need to know why you want to set these goals. For what purposes? Okay. So I want to, for example, I want to earn $20,000 within 5 years. Why? Because I can give my family a better life. I want to buy a car or whatever. Okay, this is your why. Okay, everyone have a different why. You need to know your why before you can set goals. You don't just blindly set anyhow and then set anyone goals. It won't work. Okay, you need to know your why first.
Why?
This is very, very important. Without knowing your why, you will just anyhow set goal, and then in the end of the year, you achieve nothing. Then you say, set goals, block people, you won't work. All the gurus ask me to set goals, but none of it work because you don't know your why.
Exactly. It's very important, I know, because that's what the why will keep you going when you're confused. And we all get those days when we're like, okay, I don't even know why is it not working. And then maybe you want to give up, but reminding yourself why you're doing it is what's going to make you get up next morning, or, and keep going, keep fighting for that goal.
Okay, correct. So this is the first arrow. The second arrow is what you want to achieve. What you want to achieve in your goals.
I'm taking notes. Okay.
So you want to achieve financial freedom, time freedom. You want to set up future businesses. You want to learn a new trade. You want to have more time for your family. You want to travel around the world, etc. Okay, what you want to do with the goals. And don't anyhow set because my friend like blue car, or I also want to have a blue car. No, this is not your goals. This is your friend goals. Okay, so you need to know what you want in life. Okay, why 90% of people are clueless in life. They do not have goals in their life. So they are like zombie. So every day wake up early in the morning, commute, squeeze with people, go to office, work for 8 hours, go home, eat, sleep, repeat the same thing over and over again for the decades. So if we like zombies, no goals in life. So
Wow.
this is very important. Second arrow, what?
What?
So
Yeah.
once you list down all your what you want to achieve, of course you cannot, maybe you write 50 watts. Of course you cannot achieve everything within the list. So you just highlight maybe top 10 that you want to achieve.
Mm-hmm.
Then you write down how are you going to achieve this top 10. And it's very important how you're going to achieve it. Okay, let's say I want to uh, buy a BMW within 5 years. So within these 5 years, I need to earn how much. You need to know how much money to buy the car, what color of the car, what model of the car. Very precise. You need to know how are you going to achieve that. So you
Yeah.
want maybe the car cost $300,000 in Singapore. So how am I going to earn these $300,000 within 5 years? So 1 year I need to earn 60,000. So 60,000 1 year. So 1 month I need around 5,000. So I
Yeah.
need to brainstorm what kind of opportunity can let me earn $5,000 per month.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like reverse engineering, reverse
Yes.
planning, right?
Correct. So actually, you can never depend on your day job. Okay, your day job, you will never give you this kind of income to buy the car. Okay,
Correct.
so you definitely need to look for additional opportunity.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's a great point. Yes.
yeah.
I like that.
So
Okay.
when you know your how, you need to know your when.
Oh dear,
Okay,
yes.
when you want to achieve it, you don't put a when the goal will be forever, like 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, you will never achieve. So you need to give a timeline for yourself. You want to achieve it within 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. It's all based on your how fast you want the goals to be fulfilled. So it's very
Mm-hmm.
important. You need to know your when. Maybe you said 5 years. So 5 years, you backtrack. So
5 years, yeah.
maybe each year you need to do what, each month you need to do what, each day you need to do what.
Wow.
You have to reverse engineer
In
your time
detail.
because uh, to achieve a goals, time is very important. You cannot waste any more time. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so every day they say today you need to fulfill some task. This task must be fulfilled, or else you like snowball. Okay, the task will become bigger and bigger until you can never fulfill the goals because a lot of things you never done, never accumulate the task to reach the big goals that you want. So it's very
Yes.
important. You need to know when you want to achieve it. Okay. So
Wow.
once you know your why, what, how, when,
Mm-hmm.
here comes a challenge. Set a challenge for yourself. Okay. You know what, why, what, how, when, but you don't have the challenge, you will not have the motivation to fight for the goals. So you set a challenge. For example,
Oh,
one of the goals is to become lose weight. Maybe you want to lose 10 kg, you want to be more healthier than before. So set a challenge, maybe 30 days healthy challenge. So within these 30 days, you want to eat healthy or do yoga or do exercise. Okay.
mm-hmm.
So this is a challenge that you must fulfill every single day.
Wow.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you can plan the 30 days to be exciting and don't every day 30 days is just exercise and do nothing else. So you can switch out as long as healthy event, healthy things that you can do, like eat
To
vegetable
help.
today. Today I do yoga. Tomorrow I meditate, something like that. Okay, so every day can do
Yes.
different stuff. As long as 30 day do healthy thing, you fulfill the task. Okay, so then after the challenge, you do yourself is very boring. Sometimes you lose interest because no one push you. So you need to find accountability partner,
Oh, wow.
someone who
Yes.
want to do the same thing as you. And how does this accountability partner works? It's not just by I come here and check on you only. No. So today, let's say I want to eat this stuff, eat these healthy greens. I take picture of me eating the healthy greens and send it to my partner. He will verify for me. If I cannot find accountable partner, you post on your social media, announce to your friend list that you are starting a healthy challenge. Okay, so every day you post these photos on the social media as a accountability. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so social media will take you uh, accountable. So it's very important to have someone to push you on, because I know starting a challenge is not easy. To last the month also not easy. To succeed also not easy. You need to have an accountability partner when you are down, when low energy. There's someone that can push you on further. Is
Mm-hmm.
this push you on further will make you go further than before? Okay,
Yeah,
so this is very important.
I
And the
agree.
last arrow,
Yes.
you need to review your goals. You can't charge blindly from the start to the end. Then you never reach your goals, or maybe you'll be late by 1 year, late by 2 years. You never know. Okay, so you need to review daily. Okay, today, let's say I have two tasks to do. Have I done these two tasks, or I only done one task? One task I never do, so I have to accumulate to tomorrow to become three tasks instead of two tasks. So you have to review daily. So you can review this morning. Okay, so you know yesterday that you have fulfilled the yesterday task, so today is only two tasks. So you review yourself, how are you going to be more efficiently execute these two tasks today compared to
Mm-hmm.
yesterday. Okay, yesterday maybe you take 5 hours to complete. Today maybe you want to be more time efficient, maybe 3 hours or 4 hours. Okay, so you can review. So at the end of the day, review yourself. Have you fulfilled the two tasks? If have, what have done well, what have not done well. So you need to
To
review.
adjust. Yeah.
Yeah. So just for tomorrow so that you can improve. So
Yes.
just 2 days ago in my own life, I talked about you improve 1% every day. It's very
Yeah.
important. You don't
It
need to improve
show.
100% every day. No, 1% will do.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I've heard someone talk about that. You do the 1% a day, by the end of the year, it's 365%, right?
correct.
We're maybe
And
talking about the same person
yeah,
that I heard say that. They sometimes say just move that needle for 1/4 of an inch. That's the idea, to do that tiny, tiny little change. It's easier to do a smaller change than a big change. It's difficult.
actually, this 1% analogy is come from, I'm not sure you know, NBA, National Basketball Association
Okay.
in the
Mm-hmm.
US. So there
Yes.
was this thing called Chicago Bulls. That
Yes.
time when Michael Jordan was still in the team. So the
Ah,
coach was Phil Jackson. So his
okay.
philosophy for Chicago Bulls is to improve 1% every day. That's why they were champions after champion for every season. Okay, so
Wow.
this is their philosophy. So this
Yeah.
philosophy we can use in our own life also. Yeah.
Yes, correct. And the one I heard is from the group that Tony Robbins leads. They talk about that needle, right? It's like,
Yeah.
you know where it's pointing, where you want to go. But when you have a circle and you have a needle at the front, like where the needle originates, that 1% or 1/4 of an inch of move, right at the where it originates, it's not a big move. But when you take the line and you go all the way up, you will see eventually it becomes like a huge difference as to where you
Correct.
started from. And if that little small change, it grows into a huge change. And it's the same thing. I've heard them say that if you do it every single day, imagine you completely change. You become a different person, not different person, but you become closer to that person that needs to be in order to run your own business or reach that goal you want to reach.
Correct.
Right?
And the last bonus one
Yes.
is you need to visualize or manifest. This
Wow.
really will come true. You before you reach the goal, you need to think of it. You have already imagine that you have already achieved the goal, and
Mm-hmm.
the feeling, the thoughts, the excitement of achieving the goal. Because
Yeah,
by doing this, you feel excited in executing the daily tasks to achieve the goals.
that's
Okay, so
amazing.
why most successful people can achieve their goal, because they already visualize what they will have in the future, how they can achieve it,
And they
they
feel it.
actually manifest it. So this is one trick. Okay,
Yeah.
so most people just set goals. Okay, I set already. Then I hope end of the year I can achieve. But they never imagine that they they really achieve that because of I achieve, I can do this, do that. No. They just blindly that just go and fulfill the daily task, hoping end of the year they can achieve that. No. You need
Yes.
to visualize and manifest it. Yeah.
I think it's really important because you have broken down how do we set goals so that it's beneficial and actually at the end it will actually work. And just because I think when you tell me set a goal, I just think I write a list. Okay, this. Okay, and then now what? Right? We have to know what we need to do. And with these 7+1 tips that you have given to us, every single one is just as important, right? Because each of it has the same importance. And if one is missing, then, as you said earlier, when you want to go back and as you're revealing the goal, I think that's when you were saying each day you try to analyze, what did I do it well, I didn't do it well, okay, maybe I was not strong enough in, I don't know, finding an accountability a partner, or maybe I was not strong enough on a when or a how, etc. Right? So we can always go back and keep adjusting it. Right? It's okay and it's normal. We're human. We may not always remember everything. And what I want to add about visualization, I had a trouble pronouncing it there, a tongue twister, right?
Yeah.
Is really when we visualize, okay, I want that particular car you were mentioning earlier, right? What's also important when we visualize is that we have the feeling. We have to see us sitting in that car, driving the car, smell the car, hear the car. All the senses we have to use when we visualize, because by that we're actually getting into a contact, like we're making that little, when you have, like, my laptop is plugged in, right? You cannot, like, you need that cord, right, from the laptop to the wall. And that is what it is that the laptop can be a car and the electricity in the wall can be me, and I'm thinking, oh, I just want that laptop to charge, but you cannot charge if you don't plug it in. So it's the same thing with goal setting. You want that car, you need that cable, and that cable to connect the two, what you want and where you are right now, is really that feeling. And use all your senses you can.
All
Taste
right.
even, like, I don't know, I realized as I travel, it's funny, I don't know how much you traveled, but sometimes you travel and just by the smell of the air, where you are. I don't know if you've experienced that, right? Especially when you go
Correct.
closer to the seaside, or you go, I don't know, completely different countries. I've never been to India, for example, but if I went to India, or if I went to Singapore, I'm sure there's the air smells a certain way, from plants, from the way that what trees are growing there, and what kind of pollution, let's say, is there. It's different gas. There's so much going on. I love traveling just because of that,
Same.
and
I
it's
also
so
love
easy.
traveling.
We have crickets here. I'm in Canada, but every time I tell my husband, listen to the crickets, because for me, crickets, they trigger the vacation I used to go to when I was a kid. And we all probably want to be on a permanent vacation, right? So I
Yeah.
tell my husband, you're working outside, and you're working your way away. Think of crickets. When you hear the crickets, you think of the vacation. You think of where you want to be, because that is that connection with the goal, where you want to go, where you want your life to lead you. So we try to find those excuses to simply just, be in touch with the goal, because we know what we want, but how to get there, and that's a daily reminder. So I really love everything you've said, Dave. I really thank you very much. And as I told you, I've heard you talk about this before. I have not taken notes at the time, but what I did is now just took notes live, and they are in the comments underneath the video. And is there anything else you would want to add to this, or what if somebody still gets confused and they're not sure, and maybe some people are scared? I know I'm sometimes very hesitant to make my goal list because it's so much work.
Yeah, so to make it confirm your work, after you do these 7 arrows, take a cupboard, draft up the goals that you want to achieve, okay, and create pictures. Okay, for example, I have crafted 5 goals for this year. I already fulfilled 3 of them.
Wow.
Okay, one of them is to live in landed house, so I already fulfilled. I got another one is to buy a condo. I also fulfilled.
Wow.
So you need to visualize. How to visualize? Not by pure imagination. You need to put the pictures of what you want. Okay, let's say you want to go travel to Switzerland, travel to Finland, put pictures of the Finland with the northern lights to make you manifest and visualize it. This is very important, and place this cupboard at the place where you will see it every single day.
Mine is right here. Yeah. I see,
correct.
Like this is where I work, and I see it every day. You mentioned Switzerland. Is Switzerland on your list?
I already went there.
Oh, okay. I lived there. That's why. I wanted to say, so you know what I'm talking about, the smell, right? You get there and it's just completely different. That nature is completely different. Switzerland.
Correct.
I lived there for, I think, 16 years. Yeah, I miss it. It's a very pretty country. It's worth going, checking it out.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. I've not been to Finland, though.
I went just before COVID started.
Oh, amazing. I went to Latvia, though, which is not too far from there. Latvia. And because I lived in Europe, so I went to several of those countries. But Latvia was something I went on a business trip. It was amazing. It's because we had a big meeting there that I had got to organize. So, and in any business, goal setting is important. And when we even look at those big CEOs of big companies, they all have to have exactly the same thing what we went through over the video today. So I think, and we don't always talk about it. So thank you so much for the tips today. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to let you go. Maybe your kids are in bed already by now. It's 9:30 in the evening. I don't know. Actually, you have one. Is it a boy or a girl?
It's a boy, naughty boy.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. So maybe he's waiting to see you for a few more minutes before he goes to bed. So I'm going to say bye to you. Thank you so much. We'll stay in touch.
Welcome.
You never know. Maybe we find more topics we can discuss, and learn together.
Definitely.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Take care. Okay.
Bye.